when you are used to having a home, to go to renting, it's not quite the same because you don't want to touch anything. You know, it's home, but it's not home because it's not yours and you can't put your stamp on it. Whereas I think this will be a really beautiful feeling of, this is my home. I mean, there's so much of the work that's gone into it to make it, to feel comfortable, to feel like it's the place we want to be.
The attention to detail is very good. You know, the little details, they're all, you know, which is important, you know, when in a new home, like you see a lot of, sometimes mistakes, you know, a lot of things that could have been, but here is, the attention to detail is very good.
Oh, I'm excited about having such a beautiful bedroom. I may never get out of bed. It's how we start this chapter of our lives. Yeah.
Wow. Lizzo, Juan, thank you so much, first of all, for trusting us with doing this. You have no idea how grateful we are. And just had your new home review in Dubai, and I just want to ask a few questions to see what happened, what went right, what went wrong, and I want this to be like super, super real. Like if there's anything you feel like, no, that we didn't like that, just say it, because I think that's the essence of this conversation for us to improve what we do and everything. Don't mind that there's a camera filming us or anything like that. So I just want to, you know, ask you guys, like, you know, how does it feel seeing the space for the first time? What was it, the thing that drew your attention at first? Just the first impression.
What was your first impression?
Yeah, my first impression is like the color combination, the color sort of, you know, discussion between the colors was very, very nice. It feels smooth, feels soothing, you know, it's nice, very nice coming in.
It had a lovely soft feel, yeah. But then the pops of colour everywhere, and it was, I've seen the designs as we've been going and we've been selecting things, but kind of when I was arriving, you know, walking in, I didn't expect how amazing it was going to be.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, the designs is a bit dull, you know? But
when you do the designs, yeah, I mean, the renders are a tool, right? To help us to make decisions.
The picture degrades it, you know, but again, the sensation is different because it's a lot, the colors show.
Yeah.
It feels like home already.
Yeah. I'm so excited. That's so cool. Thank you so much. Another thing that I want to ask you, is there like any particular detail that now, you know, after having the tour and then checking everything out, that stands out to you, that you're like, this detail is it's something that I'm always going to remember this apartment for this detail?
I definitely think for me the kitchen, like the colour, the pop of yellow, like we were talking before about the exhaust fan and the joinery they've done around it. I mean, it gives the room so much character.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And for you, Juan?
I think what it stands for me is not a particular area, because I think everything is nice, but the attention to detail is very good. You know, the little details, they're all, you know, which is important, you know, when in a new home, like you see a lot of, sometimes mistakes, you know, a lot of things that could have been, but here is, the attention to detail is very good. And I do like, in particularly, the job with the lighting.
Yeah.
I think he fits and integrates everything very nice. It feels nice, the lighting, because sometimes you go to places that, you know, a dark or a little bit too bright or something. Here, you know, there's the corners, you know, there's contrast, but it's still very nice. And the bathrooms and you know, everywhere, just very good job in lighting.
The shower in the ensuite is also spectacular.
It's quite nice, right? Someone actually, Joe just asked me, he's like, it reminds me of an Aesop shop. And I'm like, okay, I'll take that. it's a nice compliment.
Yes,
They
definitely.
have beautiful shops. You guys, lived through many different places, from Madrid to Australia and then now Dubai. Well, first Australia when you guys met,
Yes,
right?
in
Then
yeah,
Madrid. Did you ever go back to Australia? No.
only for holidays.
Yeah. And then now Dubai. And it's how does this home reflect this new chapter? Like, what is it about this that is like, okay, this is our Dubai home?
I mean, I think, so much of the work that's gone into it to make it, to feel comfortable, to feel like it's the place we want to be. We spend a lot of time in the kitchen. We cook a lot. It just, I don't know. And then obviously we brought the porcelanosa floor, which is the connection to Spain. I don't know, maybe the yellow of the kitchen's the connection to Australia. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe having a Brazilian designer also
That's
helped.
right. It's very cosmopolitan.
Very tropical. Very sad. People are like, it's very 70s. It's very like, very, very bossa nova. I'm like, okay, that's a compliment. But yeah.
No, it's kind of the opposite. I think for us, being coming from living with the whole family, kids, Spain is more traditional housing. Houses in Spain, Spanish society is a bit like conservative, traditional. So for us, this is now like a flat in which is modern. It's like this, like this color combination, which is perhaps unusual. And having no kids and just us. It has that feeling of like it will rejuvenate us maybe 10 or 20 years.
It is a bit like that. It's how we start this chapter of our lives. Yeah, the empty nesting chapter.
Which you need to make something out of it.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you. But when you imagined your home in Dubai, like here, like what were you hoping you would feel like when you decided to move to Dubai? You're like, you knew you were going to be on the beach, I'm sure, or close to the sea, or not necessarily.
To be really honest, I had absolutely no idea. when he said, we're moving to Dubai, I had absolutely no concept of what it would be like to live here. And we came and we stayed in the marina, and one of the places we stayed in was in this JBR area, and I thought it was lovely. And so then we started looking for somewhere, and we thought this was a great spot. So that's what we did. And then we found this apartment, but we wanted to make it ours.
Awesome. It's really, it's a good spot. I still remember coming to Dubai for the first time 20 years ago, and this was just a plan. And I was thinking, looking at the what is it called, the maquette, the models of this development in the Emirates Towers, and I was with a friend of mine. And I just had a haircut, and I looked at it and I was like, oh my gosh, they're building so many buildings. Like, for who?
Yeah,
It's in the middle of the desert. Who is going to come here? And 20 years later, I'm like, it's really nice to kind of, iconic to be in that scenario, and then imagine, I don't know how it's going to happen, and then just pop. And Dubai is just,
Well, I've seen the photos, 20, 25 years ago, and there's just nothing.
Yeah.
And you're like, and now you look at this place and you're like, I can't believe 25 years is really not very much time.
Yeah.
But it's grown so much. It's amazing what they've done.
And it's just kind of like, I don't know, I'm getting a little bit philosophical here, sorry guys. It's just that kind of gives you that feeling that everything is possible. Like, you know, like, because a lot of people, when you say something and they're like, oh, that's impossible. Oh, that's so hard. Or that's, but then they're like, but I live in Dubai. You don't understand. We don't have the language, you know, that this is not possible. Like whatever it is that you put it here, that you imagine, it's going to happen if you put the work to it, right? And if, you know, which they do. Well, thank you so much. Well, let's talk a little bit about, excuse me. Let's talk about who do you think is going to claim the best spot of this apartment between the two of you? Who is going to claim the best
Well,
spot?
I guess it depends. What do you think? I know what spot he's going to claim. That's right there, the sofa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sofa is. The rest is nice, but you know,
That's
spend most of my time.
yeah. That's where he lives.
Super comfy.
I don't know. I'm excited about having such a beautiful bedroom. I may never get out of bed. Might even just have my laptop on my lap and just work looking out the window.
Or the desk with the same view.
I know. It's going to be such a difference because I've been sitting at a table with my back to the balcony. And I mean, we were looking the other way. So, yeah, I don't know. Probably.
Also the kitchen, you know, yeah. Well, I think the credit, I mean, mostly the design was done by Listen, so
Well, no.
I was not involved in the design.
I didn't do the design, but
Well,
these are the people that.
No, but
I just-
involved
She did.
I don't claim anything. I cannot claim anything other than you know, a few things that
Yeah.
I like, but I know how to appreciate that. You know, the end product is very nice. My is very nice, and I'll be comfortable in this apartment for sure. No problem.
Awesome.
Very much.
Okay, so now this question is about the kids. When they come here,
Yes.
when is it going to be, by the way? Any
Oh.
plans?
Whenever they come in, they're just now with my son starts this medical practice in a month, so he will for a while he will not have
Time off.
so, yeah. And my daughters also now has exams and all that, so they will come maybe 2 or 3 months.
We're hoping that friends will come and visit now.
Friends as well.
Now that we have a guest room, that some of our friends might, because it's not that far.
You know, or on their way to somewhere, people will maybe spend money to raise here with us.
Yeah.
It becomes now a lot easier to have people.
My nieces apparently are coming in December so that I can take them to the Formula One.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The most expensive Formula One in the world
Is it really?
is Abu Dhabi. Yeah.
Wow.
Your nieces are very smart.
I'll have to tell my brother that.
Yeah, I'm sure they love the room.
Yeah. So when your kids come here, where do you think they're gonna be most excited about? Like, I mean, of course the view. I'm sure that they're gonna be like amazed, but which part of the house do you think they're gonna I don't know, based on their personalities, and
What do you
they're
think?
gonna be like, oh my god, I love this, mom.
I think they will enjoy the view out of here, like sit there near the view, you know, maybe the balcony. My daughter will sit in the balcony.
Yeah.
And they spend a lot of time in their rooms going through the like telephones and all that. So that actually the guest room is also very nice. Very, very nice.
Yeah.
I think anybody coming and just going into that room will,
My daughter's been twice, and
but not.
but we haven't never had a guest room, so she's been sleeping on the sofa. So I think she'll just be excited.
I mean,
There's a
she'll be
bedroom
fine on this sofa.
and,
She'll be fine on this sofa, though. I mean,
but she'll be happy. There's actually a bed and a bathroom. She won't have to share the bathroom with us, and
yeah.
so
We'll enjoy this. This environment for sure.
Amazing. All right. So just kind of some closing questions, like what does this home mean to the both of you at this stage in your life? What does it mean? Like, what's the meaning of this home in this stage of your life?
I mean, I think for me, obviously when you first come, you
Third or fourth home that you guys do together?
1, 2, 3. This is the fourth.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Or the
They say it takes 4
Oh,
to
really?
get it right.
Oh, it's good to know.
That says
But I think, when we first came, obviously you rent for a while because you don't know the place.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
at our age, at our phase in life, it's sort of when you are used to having a home, to go to renting, it's not quite the same because you don't want to touch anything. It's home, but it's not home because it's not yours and you can't put your stamp on it. Whereas I think this will be a really beautiful feeling of, this is my home, this is where we live. And I think that's, for me, what's going to be really special.
Yeah, for me, it's like, like a change is as good as a holiday, It's just,
yeah.
so for me, like every now and again, you need like a clean start, with the, so
like
it all refresh your life, your, the everything, otherwise you become, your universe closes, like you become so comfortable or so used to something that everything else you miss on many things. So for us, the Dubai thing, this apartment, the life that we're gonna have, I mean the ability, because being in Dubai in this apartment, we can just travel everywhere in the world, but we can always come back to Dubai and be home. That's a very nice feeling. For people like us who have family in Australia, family in Spain, I work everywhere, like it's so where is home, like but Dubai is probably better than is well communicated, so you're making a new life for yourself, which is always exciting and full of surprises. We hope.
Yeah, I'm sure it will happen just like that. No doubt about it. And is there anything that you'd like to say to the team that brought this to life, which, by the way, I have an amazing team helping with me because they are like the backbone of this business. And I have the philosophy that when something goes right in the business, is my team. I have an amazing team always working behind the scenes just to make sure that all of this is possible. And that's just apart from, of course, the design team, the amazing accountant that I have, which was like, you have no idea how as an accountant, you understand that I wouldn't be here talking to you today if it wasn't for her. And everyone, even the contractors that we have working in this project, they were so proud, like taking pictures yesterday when they came in to do some bits and pieces. So without them, there's no BLAK Interiors, right? And my philosophy is that when something goes wrong, it's my fault, always. It's always my fault. But when something goes right, it's my team. So is there anything in particular that you would like to, to say to them, to what is it that, anything?
Oh, no, I have to say thank you from the bottom of my heart because this process has been seamless. It really has. I mean, from the first time we met, where it, was comfortable, it was easy to speak with you. The design, when it came back, just felt like me. It did feel like me, and I thought, wow, from the couple of short meetings we'd had, you got a good sense of, I guess, my personality. And then everybody has worked tirelessly to put this together, and the attention to detail that, find all the little bits and pieces that have just made it perfect, really perfect.
Yep.
Yeah. Walking in tonight and seeing all the other little touches too, it's incredible.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much, guys. Once again, I think this is going to be like a very, very memorable experience for everyone involved. And thank you for trusting us. And especially something that, is important to say is that you guys haven't been here for a month and a half. I don't know how you did that. I just saying that, like the control not to, and you live next door, and you live next door. Like, fair enough, you have to drive from somewhere, or if you live
No,
in
we
abroad,
could
you could have literally come in to have a look. But
Yeah, no, we
thank you for trusting us that we had things under control, and for allowing us to be doing this.
Yeah.
I'm really, really grateful. Thank you.
No, thank you.
you.
Thank you very much.
Good.